Back in the mid-90s, and 94 to be specific, the Super Nintendo and Genesis or Mega Drive were still very much dueling it out and were both treated to brand new platforming titles that very year. The first to be released was Shining Entertainment's Earthworm Jim onto Sega's console, though Super Nintendo would get a port the following year. A few months down the line, and out popped Donkey Kong Country, developed by Rare and was an exclusive to Nintendo's console. All in all, everything here seems normal, though rivalry appeared between these two companies and games in the following year of 95, as they ended up hurling digs at each other's main characters in the form of Easter eggs. And today we're going to cover all of these, including a few secrets and cheat codes, and all right here on the Easter Egg Hunter. Welcome everyone to the home of finding sweet chocolate Easter eggs within our video games. Well, okay, perhaps not chocolate ones, but it's as good as having and finding the real thing, but just on a different level, as this is the Easter Egg Hunter. Number 1. The Genesis or Mega Drive version of Earthworm Jim isn't exactly littered with Easter eggs. In fact, there are really only two. The first is actually a sub or bonus level, if you like, that features between major stages, in which sees our heroic worm racing on his pocket rocket against the intergalactic villain Psycho, while also trying to collect the power orbs and avoiding contact with the asteroids that hurl towards you in this fun 3D style level, which is in fact named Andy Asteroids, based on one of Shiny's programmers, Andy Astor. While this version of the game also contained many cheat codes, there is only one that I see fitting for this episode, and that's the debug mode. And to access this, you simply need to start up the quest, hit pause, then enter the following combination: left plus A, BB, A, right plus A, BB, and finally A again. From here you are whisked off to several screens, including the debug mode, also known as David Perry's private cheat mode, where here you can read up on all the memory stats that were used throughout the game. There was also a date reading the 5th of August 1994, which I'm assuming was the UK's and Europe's release dates, though the NTSC version will state the 2nd of August. The debug screen can also be used to activate the cheat mode, which enables invincibility. Then at your leisure, why not scroll through the game's stages and pick out one to play by hitting start. There's also the freezability mode that allows a brightened screen during a paused game. And finally, why not select the map view mode, where you can now maneuver around any level by using the D-pad and drop Earthworm Jim down anywhere you like by hitting A. There was also a screen prior to all of this that shows a cool picture of the Shiny team featuring Earthworm Jim and a message that reads, "Hey, Shiny crew and DL only." It's not until the special edition of Earthworm Jim was released in 95 when the game gained many new details, including extra cheat codes that could alter Jim's appearance by pausing the game and punching various combinations to activate them, one of which shows Shiny's dig at Donkey Kong Country. There are 5 transforming codes in all, including Jim having an afro, turning him into Groucho Jim, wearing an antenna, and evolving him into Ronald McJim. The 5th and final code, down plus C, BA, AA, ABC, has Jim sporting someone else's head entirely, and lo and behold, it turns out to be Donkey Kong's, albeit a little different, as Shiny couldn't just take the original, and they also took the time out to add in an arrow that was placed straight through his head. Number 2. Rolling on to the end of 1995, where Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy Kong's Quest came out, and which showcases several Easter eggs hurled straight back at Shiny. As you progress through the game, and particularly amongst the first area named Gangplank Galleon, here you can waltz into several interesting places, including the Monkey Museum, where old Grandpappy Cranky is waiting to greet you, though noticeably is rather annoyed, but does go on to help you with advice in regards to various levels. But while you're here, check out everything that loiters in the background, as you can spot DK's logo, the Nintendo logo, Winky the Frog, who is being sold for $5 in a glass cage. There are Super Nintendo cartridges on the floor, which are more than likely the original game, and you can't miss the poster of Chief Thunder and Killer Instinct's arcade machine perched in the corner. And if that $2 sign is how much it's selling for, then I'm taking it. When you exit the Monkey Museum, complete the next 2 levels if you haven't done so already until you reach Swanky's Bonus Bonanza, where Swanky will ask you a series of questions, and if you answer them all correctly, you'll be rewarded with handy goods. It's in fact the first set of questions he asks you which are of interest, particularly question 2, as it reads: what is the first enemy you see in the game? Is it a furry rat, a scaly crocodile, or an ugly earthworm? And here marks the first dig at Shiny Entertainment's Earthworm Gym, but this is not the last. As when you have finally completed the game and at any time afterwards by hitting L and R together, you can enter Cranky's Video Game Hero Awards ceremony depicting whom has collected the most amount of Donkey Kong coins. In my case, Mario is first, Yoshi is second, Link is third, and I'm currently resting in fourth. But in the bottom right hand corner lurks a trash can resting and a sign that reads "No Hopers," and to the left are a pair of shoes which are Sonic the Hedgehog's and a plasma gun in close proximity, which is none other than Earthworm Jim's, thus completing this intriguing battle between these 2 excellent video games.